Like for this one, we said it was going to shift right 2. And the same thing, you can take that x minus 2 and equal it to 0. And that tells you that that first point is going to be there at 2. Now if I put in 3, I'd get 1. If I put in 6, get 2. So it's been scooted over. It's taken this original 1 and it's scooted it to the right 2. If we multiply the outside by -1 or a negative, what would that do? Well, let's see. Let me make a little XY chart. Let's say we plug in 0. For y, we get out 0, because -0 and 0 are the same thing. If I plug in 1, what do I get out for y? -1, good. If I plug in 4, -2, good. So let's graph that. 0, 0, oops. 1, -1, 4, -2. This has been reflected over the x-axis. Just means it's been flipped down. It's been flipped. Okay. And the next one is talking about multiplying the outside by 2 and multiplying the x by -1. So I'm going to plug in the same numbers that I have been. At least at first. When I plug in 0, Jose, what do I get out?
0.
0, yeah, that one's easy. Then when I plug in 1, what's the problem? If I plug in 1 for x, what am I taking the square root of? A negative, yeah. Because it's still 2, 2's on the outside, and square root of -1. Can't do that, right? So how do I change what I'm going to plug in for x to make it work? Yeah, put some negatives in there. Then it'll make it a positive. So it's, for this first one, it would be 2 times negative, square root of -1. So that's just 1. So Shelby, what would that be?
I have no idea.
That's okay. Look at this. What's the square root of 1? Oh, okay. Well, let me start back there. Square root just means what number can you multiply by itself to get that? So what number times itself gives you 1? 1. So square root of 1 is 1. And then times 2? 2. So it's just 2. Good. Now when I do 2 times the square root of 2. Ooh, I don't need to use 2, do I? Let me use 4 so it comes out nice and neat. It wasn't working. Okay. So 2 times the square root of 4. What would that be? Ethan.
4.
Alright, so we have 0, 0, -1, 2, and -4, 4. So how has this changed from the very first one, Taylor? Is that right? Yeah. It's okay. Let's look at it. The very first one is pointing this way. Right? So how does this one change? Where is it pointing? Yep, it's pointing the opposite direction. Good. And then look at how close it is to the x-axis or far away. And now look at this one. So it's kind of spread it out a little bit more. So here's how we're going to say that. We have a vertical dilation, which just means we stretched it out, by a factor of 2, and it's a reflection over the y-axis. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and I'm going to review what these transformations are, because that's what we're trying to get from this lesson. And we're doing it in an exploratory way, which may be different for you. It's just in a way that we're trying to figure it out on our own. So there's your basic square root function. If you